Welcome back, everyone. Getting ready to take up the cornfield here, but before I take the staples out, I want to run screws in each corner of the field, plus I want to put a couple extras on the sides. And the screws I'll be using are these decorative ones. These are actually for jewelry box hinges. Didn't need something this fancy, but I had them in my parts box, and I really didn't want anything too large that's going to leave massive holes in the table, because underneath this cornfield is a hay field, and this is meant to be removable if I want to go back to the hay field. But I'll get these screws put in here, then I can pull the staples out, and part of putting the screws in is I want a little bit of reference as to where this goes back in when I'm ready to put it back on the table. Well, got all the screws installed. There's 8 of them on each side here, and on the ends I've put one smack in the center. So that should hold everything down. It'll be easy to take up, and I think the next step is going to be to take this off and take it over to put the turf on. Alright, we moved over to my painting area, and to secure the turf to the cardboard, I'm actually going to be using spray adhesive. Now, the reason I'm using this and not normal glue is because my fear is that if this cardboard gets wet, that it's either going to warp or swell, and I don't want that. My hopes are that if I use the spray adhesive, I can put one pass of that over this, put the turf down, and be done. And I don't have plans of going back either with my glue water mixture to secure anything, because again, I worry that if this gets wet, I'm going to have problems. So I'm going to go ahead, put a layer of spray adhesive down on this, and then I'll come back, put the turf down. I may actually only do half of this, so the spray adhesive doesn't have too much time to dry. Okay, there's that little bit down there. I'll have to take the excess off, but ran into a bit of a problem here. I am out of spray adhesive, so I'm going to have to run and get some of that before I can do the rest of this. Okay, it's the next day. I went to the hardware store, got some more spray adhesive. This is not the stuff I was going to buy, but it's the only thing they had available. Should get the job done either way. So I'm just going to go ahead and spray this on the cornfield. You can see the cardboard's kind of warped in the last day or so, but it's not going to matter because it'll be screwed back down. Go ahead and give this a spray. Well, we're back on the display again. The turf is stuck to the cardboard. It's not 100% perfect. I know you can still see the cardboard through this in spots, but once the corn stalks are in place, you really won't notice anything. And I really didn't want to layer the turf on too much because you can just still see the holes where the corn stalks are going to go. I wanted that to still be visible and not end up filling those in. So, yeah, probably going to cut the video here, and we'll pick up on installing the corn stalks in the next part.